You on the show for some time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I am so happy to be here.
So tell me, where does your passion for boxing come from?
You know, I really think it's because I had a rough childhood, to be quite honest. I understand what it means to work hard. I respect fighters so much because in order to step in the ring, you got to do your homework. You got to prepare, and who you're really fighting is yourself. And that was my struggle all my life. You know, I knew that I wanted to be successful, and I prepared for life. You know, so I love it all. I love the drama, I love the passion, and I love the technical part of it as well.
Now, had you not decided to become an actress, what kind of boxer would you be in the ring?
I think I would be a terrible boxer in the ring. I don't like getting hit.
Rosie, this is Brian Campbell. If we're not seeing your comments on Twitter, typically that means that your body shot was tremendous. Let's move forward here, Rosie. A fight that every fight fan wants to see, of course, May 2nd in Las Vegas, Mayweather Pacquiao. But speak for the pulse of the boxing fan right now. What does it mean to finally get this fight after nearly 6 years of talking about it?
This is our time. For fight fans, this is our time. You had Ali Frazier, you had the Tyson and Lennox Lewis, and we have Mayweather and Pacquiao. There are other major bouts and everything like that, but this one will be, and I see that passion with every fighter, you know, especially the champs, even the ones that lose, I see that passion and that determination in there, and that's why I love it. I love it, and I also love it in regards to the sweet science. You know, I studied martial arts for years, basically because of boxing. I really wanted to understand the technical aspect of fighting.
Most memorable experience from sitting ringside?
Oh, wow. Gosh, I would have to say that it was probably the Gennady-Golovkin fight against Macklin, and that was up at Foxwoods.
Body shot.
And that body shot was heard around the world. So horrible because we were guests of Lou DiBella, who's my dear, dear friend. And you know, his fighter is Macklin. And my cousin Sixto and I were secretly rooting for Gennady, and nobody really was rooting for him at that time. And when he hit him with that body shot, we jumped to our feet and just started screaming. And, you know, I felt so bad. I took Lou out for a drink afterwards. I just can't believe it's actually happening because they made us wait so long for it. And, you know, this is what the fans wanted, and it's here, and I just cannot believe it.
So much history at stake in this one. So I got to ask you, which fighter's legacy has more at stake when they finally...
I would have to say it's Mayweather because he has never lost. You know, I think in his professional career, I think that he's the one that has the most to lose because of that. You know, Pacquiao has experienced defeat. And so, you know, if he loses, that would be like, oh my gosh. But if Mayweather loses, that's gonna be a huge, huge statement. And that's what this drama is all about.
Rosie, I know you don't read your own reviews about your Broadway
going all 12 rounds. He's fighting as a smart fighter should, saying, I don't want to get hurt, I want to collect the points, and I want to take the win home. You know, I think that he can't fight like that with Mayweather. I think that he has to go in early and try to go and just really hurt that body, take that win, and go for the knockout. If he doesn't, it's going to be tough because Mayweather is an 8-round fighter. You know, he collects those points and he sits back in the early rounds to see, you know, what your rhythm is all about. And Pacquiao cannot allow Mayweather to be.
We're going to ask you to speak your mind about Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Give us a prediction. Who wins and why?
I don't know.
Come on. Boo.
My cousin is sick, so we fight about this all the time because it's just so complicated. You know, I mean, Pacquiao is going in with a handicap, if you will. You know, and I respect Pacquiao so much, but the fact that he got knocked out by Marquez, you know, they say that fighters never get over that, you know, and I am rooting for both of them. I am rooting for the fight. more than I'm rooting for one or the other. I am rooting for this fight. This is big, and I can't believe it's going to be in my lifetime. And I am going to say my lines on stage with Larry David so quickly that night so I can catch the match.
To me, it sounded like she picked Mayweather. Is that what you heard, Brian?
Something like that.
Okay, all right. We're going with that.
I didn't say that.
All right. Hey, you can see her on The View, of course, as well as in Larry David's critically acclaimed Broadway play, Fish in the Dark. Rosie Perez with us on Making the Rounds. What a pleasure and honor.